So hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is FC Mobile Coach, and today I want to give you some important tips about this game, like how to go pro in this game. First of all, you need to have a very good lineup with very good players. A very good lineup with very good players. So today, in this video, I'll be teaching you people like how to build the perfect squad for your formation. So you get how to build choose the perfect players for the perfect position in your perfect formation. So you get I must see lines. Oh, I good. Okay, so let's get started. For today's video, I'm using 4-1-2-1-2. This is my lineup for my game. As you can see, it is written VSC. But yeah, it's my lineup, my main lineup. So I'll be showing you the criteria to choose players to use in your squad. So you get So we'll start from the goalkeeper. First of all, no matter anything you're doing in this FC Mobile, don't choose a short goalkeeper. Do not go for a keeper that is short. And when I mean short, for goalkeepers, the acceptable height to use is 190 and above. 191, 192, that's okay. Anything shorter than 190 for a goalkeeper is beginning to be very short. It's beginning to be short actually. When you say very short, you're talking about 184 below. But for 190 and above, that's very good. That's the recommended height. Then for 185 to 190 is yeah, we can work with that. That's okay, depending on the goalkeeper. But anything less than 185, 184, anything for 184 going down, nah, it's not really advisable though. So my keeper is Michael, 193 by height. Courtois is 200 cm, Van der Sar is 197 cm, Donnarumma is 196, Neuer is 193. You can go for any of those goalkeepers. Check is 196. Then I have my right back, Walker. About right back, choose a right back that is fast. Left wing are the major problem in this game. Left wingers, those are the threats. Those are the nuisance in this game when it comes to attacking. And most people using wingers in their formation, they prefer to go through the left wing. So your right back, you have to have a strong player on your right back. May your guy not go dey pick Mbappe dust or dey pursue Vinicius shadow. So you get. So as you can see, my right back is Walker. If you are choosing a right back, choose a right back that is speed is the first thing you check. You check for pace, then you check for physical. Leave defending first. Check for pace, check for physical. Those are the two important things you check for your right back before you check for defending. Pace, physical, then defending. You check strength. He's strong. Walker, I like Walker. Walker is strong. Walker is fast, and Walker is very defensive as well. Then for work rate, as you can see, high defensive work rates, medium attack. High defensive, medium attack, and he's here. And that is very okay for me. And I'll tell you why that's the best. That's the best work rate you can have there. Then for my CB pair, I'm using these two guys. Though it's not too convenient for some people, because some people don't know how to control Stam. Some people don't know how to use this Stam. Stam is giving a lot of people issues in this game. On my Twitter feed, I do see some people calling him the worst defender in this game, which is not true. They are calling him the worst 107 defender. Stam is trash, things like that. That's because you don't know how to use the player. And I understand, because the guy is aggressive and the guy moves almost automatically. Like it's difficult to control Stam. So yeah, I get that. But I've been working with him since I'm good with it. So if you are choosing defenders, you are choosing CB. Your CB pair, make sure that your CBs are at least 185 height. Your two CBs should not be shorter than 185. Stam is 191. Yeah, Stam is 191. Vidic is 190. Yeah, Vidic is 192. So your CB pair must not be shorter than 185. Both of them. No. You can have somebody like Cannavaro and Bobby Moore. No, that they go want you. They want you with area duels. They want you with corner kicks. They want you with cross and nod. And you go panic. Trust me. So the recommended height for CB is from 187. 187. That's the recommended. 187 to 192. Recommended height for CBs. 187 to 192. Anything less than from 185, 187, 184. Yeah, we can manage that. We can manage 182 as well. Yeah, that's where I believe the height this thing stops. Anything less than 182 is beginning to be too short for a centre back. So your two centre backs must not be shorter than 182. They must not be shorter than 182. You have problems. If you have someone like Thuram now here, Thuram is 182. If you have Thuram here, you have to pair him with somebody that is tall. Maybe like Saliba, maybe like Van Dijk, maybe Stam. Or somebody that is taller than 185, make them for they save you for headers. That's that for the centre back. Also, yeah, about that centre back, don't choose two centre backs that are very aggressive. Don't do that. Like this, my centre back Pena is very aggressive. I will not lie to you. Yeah. This guy's aggression is 147. Stam's aggression is 147. VDT aggression is 134. Basically, these people are very aggressive. Like normal self, they are very aggressive. So, but I'm using them like that because I'm good with it. Like I know what they will do, what they have to do, and when they will do it. So I know when to put the cursor, when to press my sprint and tackle. So, but for those that are not really, like you are not pro when it comes to defending, don't use two very aggressive defenders. They will leave this whole middle open for you, unless you have a CDM in your formation. If you're using like 4-3-3 attack, don't use two aggressive defenders. If you're using a 4-3-3 holding, then very good. As you can see, I have Rodri here. I have this guy here. And this guy is the confidence I'm using to play these two people at the same time. But if I switch to my second head-to-head formation, 4-3-3 attack, if I switch to this formation, I do bring in Diseli. You see, I have Diseli here. So I'll be using Diseli to replace Vidic. If I want to play 4-3-3 attack, this is how I play it. Diseli replaces Vidic. Why? Diseli will not go front. Diseli will wait. So once you beat my midfielder and you are on this area, Stam will already be here. Stam will be rushing towards you. As Stam is rushing towards you, Diseli will be hanging around in case of anything, any loose balls or through passes whatsoever. But if I'm using the two of them, if I'm using these two people, Stam will be rushing you. As Stam is rushing to go and intercept ball, Vidic is running after him. I don't understand what their plan is, whether it's suicide or whether it's murder they want to go and commit. But as Stam is rushing out, Vidic is following up. And when that happens, and let's say one lane change or one thing, the ball just falls out here. Hey, it's 1-on-1, and in 1-on-1 cases, most times they score. And most times my keeper turns up. So don't choose two very short centre backs. Don't choose two very aggressive centre backs unless you have a CDM. So you get Then your centre backs, you should get someone that has at least one person should have that dive into tackle or power header trait. Those are just additions, but that's not really important. Then on my left back, I have Theo Hernandez. This guy just the deep. People they do for us, you understand? This guy just the deep. See person I buy for 3.7, 3.7. Team of the season, team of the year time. Now I buy this guy 3.7 billion. See, I'm now 1.8. Anyway, I know they regret, I know they regret. Nothing concerning me. He's serving me and he has been serving me and he's still serving me perfectly. So yes, there's no problem. But you don't the deep pass, you don't buy the deep. The deep don't lose. So I'm using Theo Hernandez. Criteria for left back, pace, and you have physical. Then you need reactions. You need to check agility. Always check agility. Agility and reactions are important. Especially for wing backs too. They're important. Agility and reactions, especially agility. So that when that skill stone hits, when they hit your wing back with hit to hit flick or step over and exit, you quickly react and catch up. Like don't be always say if it's one hit to hit flick, the defender will just stop running and stand. Then the striker will just run away into the sunset. No, with good agility. Once they hit that hit to hit flick immediately, as the striker finishes that skill move, your defender is running after him immediately running after him, so he can react in time to all those skill moves. You understand? That's why I need agility and reaction. But it's still, I need my strength, and my Theo is strong, my Theo is fast, my Theo is tall, 184 height. That's very good. If you come to work rates, high attack, medium defense, opposite of Walker. Walker was high, medium attack, high defense. Theo Hernandez is high attack, medium defense. But I'm using him here, and it's very perfect. And this work rate is perfect for me. I'll tell you why. Now, why am I using why is it okay for me here to have high attack and medium defense? Because of this guy. Because of Yaya Toure. And that's why I can confidently use Theo Hernandez as my left back without problems. Now, why am I saying because of Yaya Toure? Yaya Toure is medium attack, medium defense. Yaya Toure is that box to box midfielder that will stop here at the edge of this box and come down to the edge of this box to come and wait and to come and defend as well. So you get. So even if I'm, building up my attack and this weary boy is already around this side, Yaya Toure will drop back and wait. Yaya Toure will cover for him. It is medium. He will cover for him. He will not really get into the box, no, but he will just be in that left back position and be waiting for Theo to come back. Then he will now move forward to his normal place. So you get. Now about Walker. Walker is high defense, medium attack, and that is why I have Zidane here on this side. Why? Zidane's work rate is also very good on that side. High attack, medium defense. Zidane no really dey come back, can't find anything for back. So you get. Zidane will stop halfway towards the midfield when he's defending. Once you run past them, he's not really bothered to chase down the player to the box 18 or something like that. No. So with this work rates, I know that my Zidane, in my attack, Zidane will be here, somewhere around here, hovering around here, waiting for maybe Cruyff to give a return ball or give a through pass, or I play a power shot. Walker will just be here waiting for them to do whatever they're doing in the front. Walker will not go front. Zidane will be doing the going front. But here, Theo will do the going front. They actually will be waiting around. So you see. So if with these guys now like this, I know that at any point in time, I'm not lacking the left back. My right back is always active. He's always around. He's active. And then my left back, I know he's not going to be around, but I know that Yaya Toure will be covering up with Vidic. Yaya Toure will be pairing with Vidic to cover up this space that will be here. So you get. And I'll not be lacking anything in my defense. Then my reason for using these two aggressive guys is because I have Rodri here. You're choosing a CDM. It's best to choose a CDM. Speaking of CDM, if you are choosing a CDM, try to choose a CDM with high defensive work rates and probably medium attacking work rates. This is like the best work rate for CDMs. Best work rate for CDM. High defensive work rates, medium attacking work rates. So you get your CDM doesn't necessarily need that other pace. No, that pace is always strict. But your CDM needs defensive awareness and needs physical. The CDM also needs to be tall so that he can win area duels in that midfield, like from goal kicks and clearance and stuff like that. So he actually needs to be about, let's say, 180 and above. Anything above 180 is very okay for CDM. So you get here. Then if your CDM is high and you're using attacking mentality, like in this formation now, I'm playing this formation on the pitch with these guys and I put my mentality on attacking. And let's say my CDM is high. You see now your CDM will be going front more often, and your cam will be forced to shift back. So you'll be seeing your CDM around here, and you'll be seeing your cam somewhere around here. Your cam will be the one doing the drop back instead of the CDM to stay in his position. That's what happens when the CDM is high attack, high defense, and he'll run out of stamina if he's not 5-star stamina. So you get ahead. So but with this guy here, medium attack, high defense, I can play this so quickly. I know that if this one is rushing front, there's hope that if he misses his tackle, Rodri will just immediately do something there to help you win the ball or something like that. And before you pass Rodri and come and make this so quickly here, you'll not really be stabilized. That's the thing. Then for my cam, I'm using Onyema Hamzik. Why? I like the guy. That's just why I like. From his haircuts, I like the guy. So yeah, for cam, mostly what you check out for is passing, dribbling, and his shooting. That's what you check out for your cam, for your CAM. You check the passing, the shooting, and the dribbling. I normally skill point. I put skill point in shooting because I prefer. I play a lot of power shots. That's just it. Power shots. I play, as you can see, it's 5-5. Power shot, nothing in my head. Now why? So that's why I choose shooting. If not, it would have been passing. Turn into a playmaker, and then his passes will be incredible. But then I have Zidane for that. I'll come back later I'll make another video for the best skill point, the best places to place your skill points, depending on your formation as well. But I'm using for your cam, another for your whole midfield, especially these 2 cm. Your 2 midfielders should be at least 178 height. That's the shortest they should be. The two of them should be at least more than 178. If you are using 2 cm that are less than 178 height, less than 178 cm of height, just know that you lose area duels. Imagine you are using let's say you are using Pillow now. Pillow and Scholes. Those 2 people are not really tall now. So any ball that they clear into the midfield, whether you clear, defender clear ball, whether it's a goal kick, whether it's the opponent that clear the ball, whether it's through pass, up through pass, all those things, you'll be losing midfield ball. You'll be losing area duels in your midfield a lot because your two center midfielders are short. So if you are doing one of your center midfielders, at least one person should be taller than 178 cm. Then your cam can be any height. Your cam can be as long as he's good with dribbling, as long as you are good with dribbling, your cam can work with any height. Cam is best preferred to be 5'5" because these guys they can come from here, they can come from here, they can shoot from anywhere. So it's best to use 5'5", but 5'4" is very okay. Then I'm using dual partnership ST. Dual partnership. I'm using this Chairman here. I've been using this guy for a very long time now, and I'm using this our inventor, our God mode guy here. So in your two strikers, for those that are using 2 strikers, your 2 strikers, you should have one of them to be at least more than 180 cm of height. When it comes to height, 180 cm should be your average for ST. Your 2 cm, one person must be at least above 180 cm. You cannot use two very short cm. You know the crossbar. What of corner kicking? Say you want to carry although I know Pele is cheat, yes, that one is a different thing entirely. That guy, they need to study that guy. Okay, you now score somebody, you cannot pair someone like Daglish and Butragueno. It will not work. Imagine Daglish and Butragueno coming against Vidic and Stamp. Is although it might be to my disadvantage because of free kick. Stamp can just maybe Stamp won't clear, but you go clear Daglish join am. If you even play Daglish, leave ball self, no, that kind of thing. Yeah. But in your 2 cm, criteria for choosing CM. So criteria for choosing your ST. Criteria for choosing your ST. Pace. Because now this game is just revolving around pace. Like if your player never be Usain Bolt, you know they feel alright. If you never do step up and exit and anything sunset, you know go be okay. So criteria for choosing your ST. 1 is pace, 2 is shooting, 3 is physical. As a matter of fact, 1 is pace, 2 is physical before the shooting safe. Pace, physical, those are the 2 things. You just come here, you say for acceleration, most importantly acceleration, pace, then the strength, check strength. Your two strikers, one person should have strength, one person should be strong. Like that one that will be tall now, that one should be strong, so that you'll be the one that you'll be using to push against all these big hefty center backs. Then the other person will have agility, dribbling, and very good shot, very good precise finishing as well. So those are your 2 STs should not be shorter than 180. You can use someone like Daglish now, but you have to pair him up to someone that is taller, you can use something like Daglish and Torres. You can use Isaac and Butragueno. You can use Eusebio and Ronaldo, like that. But you don't combine 2 very short people in your ST. You don't combine 2 people that are weak physically in your ST. Butragueno is kind of weak. Daglish is kind of weak as well. Eusebio is strong. Yeah. The likes of Van Nistelrooy, the likes of Peter Crouch, those guys now, you cannot use 2 of those guys in your ST. Why? Because they're not strong. They cannot stand. When you're using them to dribble, once the defender gets near to them and small body, big body, if your striker will leave ball and run, so you get ahead. So you see now, judging by the things I've listed so far, you can see this guy is the best person to be here because of this guy. This guy is the best person to be here because of this guy. These 2 people are the best set of people to put here because of this guy. This guy is the best person to be here because of he himself. And these 2 people are very good. This is 180 height. This is 180. Is it 183? 183 heights, yes. 2 of them are fast. 2 of them are strong. 2 of them can shoot. 2 of them can dribble. 5-star skill move. So yeah. And then I have Ginola on my bench. My best player in this game. Or if I want to play head-to-head, this is my head-to-head lineup. Is in my other this thing. Yeah, but it reduces my OVR. So because of VS, this is why he's actually here. Because of VS. So, but Ginola does the work for me there at camp. So, for substitute players that we will need, I'll bring in Biseli because these 2 people, one person can collect a yellow card or something, but one person can start misbehaving depending on EA, and then I'll sub him with Biseli. Then I'm bringing in Socrates. My Socrates, he's not going to play Cam for me, Shao. He's not playing Cam. I have Ginola to play Cam, to play CM for me. But Socrates will play CM. Then my second CM will be him, Vieira. Vieira will be CM. Vieira has high defensive work rate and medium attacking work rate. So you get. So if I want to play defensive now, if I want to play, let's say maybe I need like a few thousand cups to rank up to the next division rivals, I can play this thing like this. I can play like this. I can start this game. I can start the match like this. So you get. I can start the match like this. Why? Because Vieira here is having medium attack and high defense work rate. So with this work rate, if I put my mentality on defending in game, I'll put it on defending. And that means both him, nobody's going front. You just see that everybody just be on my own half. Everybody, including Hans himself, will come down to my half. You now see only these two people up front, only two of them waiting for maybe a through pass or a clearance, something like that, so that they can push counter attack immediately. Only two of them. Every other person will drop back. Every other person will drop back to my half. Doesn't have to go defensive. But if I'm playing on a normal base, on a standard base, I just want to play my game. I have nothing to lose, nothing to lose. Yeah, I just play it like this. This is my best way of playing it. I like it like this. Then for my ST replacement, I have Isaac. I've been keeping this Isaki boy here since. I don't even know what I was. And I have Cristiano. Sometimes I can just replace the two of them, any of the two of them, and use these two people instead because of stamina issues. So I think that brings me to the end of this video. I've explained to you explicitly English hard. I've explained to you explicitly how the best set of players to get and the criteria to choose player for this formation for 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. Your criteria to choose players: your keeper height should be above 190. Your two centre backs should not be below 184, and also two of them should not be aggressive. Okay, yeah. If you are using this formation, with my formation, yes, two of them can be very aggressive. I don't mind. You have Rodri here, but if two of them are going to be very aggressive, make sure that your CDM is medium attack and high defensive work rate. By so doing, you will always be here to cover in case of anything. In case if this guy lose guard, you always have your CDM around. Then if you are using a high attacking work rate left back or right back, make sure you pair a high or medium defensive work rate center midfielder, so that you can be covering up the gap, so that you don't leave openings when you are on attack. So you get. But if your defender is let's say your wing back is like Walker, medium attack, high defense, then anybody can work here. Especially with high attack, you can work here too. Yes, it works very well. Your 2cm should not be shorter than 178. Don't forget 178. Your 2cm should not be shorter than 178, so that you can have aerial advantage too, and you can also be able to have the strength advantage to fight for balls in the midfield. Your CDM, if I've told you about your CDM being, and your CDM should be at least 180. The CDM should be 180. Should be tall. You should be strong. So you get your cam doesn't necessarily have a height recommendation. As long as your cam is fast, very agile, your cam knows how to dribble. You check for agility, you check for the passing, and then the shots as well for your CAM. Then for your 2ST, make sure that two of them are not shorter than 178. Two of them are not shorter than 178. Make sure that if you are using 2ST, the person that will be here is preferably a left footer or 5'5" weak foot. It should be a 5'4" left footer or a 5'5" weak foot player. Here should be a right footer or a right foot player or a 5'5" player. These two people now are 5'5" weak foot, so I don't have a problem. Anybody can be anywhere. But I still went ahead to put Cruyff here. Why? Because if I show you, you see that here Cruyff has a curve of 132. 132 curve. Also, here Ronaldo has curve of 114. 114 curve, 132 curve, and that is why he's here. His curve with his weak foot, his left, is better than this guy's curve with left. So you get. Same thing applies to Yaya Toure and Zidane. Zidane has better curve than Yaya Toure, so he should be here using left to do the curve, to play finesse shots for me, so that my finesse shots will be more accurate with more chances of going in. And with that, I think that should be that about that. Let me remove my substitute players. MTN go don dey do anyhow. Like if una never disgrace me, or una no go rest. Like I no understand. Common player for sure be dey load am. Wetin dey load? Abeg. As I was saying, my MTN away, and I'm back to my 1-1-2 OBR formation, and this is for my VSC. And with that, if this is not your formation, then I think by now you can look to your team and see where you have lapses, where you have errors, where the players are in the wrong positions and stuff like that, so that you can perfect your team, so that you know who to get, who to buy, players to use and all that. If this is not your formation, then feel free to comment your formation below and take a screenshot of your team. And your formation, so that I will use your team as the example in my next video to analyze your formation, tell you the lapses you have in your players, and players, and recommend the best players that will fit in your lineup for you. And with that, I've come to the end of this video. Thank you for your time. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you in my next video.